And we're live. All right, let's see who we got here. Make sure everything is working. Everything seems to be working. All right. Oh, let's see. Wait. There we go. Spaghetti's in the house. I don't know if he's still in the house or not, but if you are, hello, sir. We got Mike B. We got Foxfire. We got, let's see, Tanya. We have Mystic Nemo in the house. Shadow Cat. Chris Williams is in the house. Let's see who else we have here. Scrolling down. Hair Force is in the house. Who else do we have here? Scrolling down. Still scrolling. Nancy's in the house. I don't want to miss anybody. We got Pinky in the house. Sky Talker. Fantastique is in the house. Got R&B in the house. This is awesome. Let's see. Got Sherry in the house. Angela. Let's see. Who else? Spange is in the house. Leslie's in the house. I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, we got Just Suzanne in the house. We got Mike James in the house. Awesome. If I missed anybody, type in chat. You missed me, you jerk. Let me know if I missed you so I can give you a shout out. All right. So, let's see. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. I got to go back over here real quick because I forgot to do that. And let me scroll up. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do. I really do appreciate the love and the support that I get from my channel. I really do. I know I'm not super exciting or anything like that when it comes to thanking people. Just how I am. Let's see here. All right. So, Leslie, thank you very much. Holy crap. Wow. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Wow. Okay, let me concentrate now. So, you guys, I believe, know what this stream's about. To help Jason purchase the Conjuring house. I am going to play a video. Let me look at chat here real quick. Hey, Wayne Dawson. Hey, Judith. Make sure I'm not. Let me see. Making sure I don't miss anybody else. Making sure. Okay. All right. So, again, helping Jason purchase the Conjuring house. I am going to play a video from Jason to kind of update people on what's been going on. It's been crazy. So it goes up for auction. The auction is supposed to be on Halloween, and then it's canceled because somebody bought it, but somebody actually didn't buy the house. I guess they bought the debt or something like that, something to that effect. So at some point, it will likely go back for auction. But what I'm going to do is I am going to play that video first from Jason. I don't think he's going to mind because I want to make sure that I get the information correct. We do that. We'll do that. All right. Let's see. Hey, Ghost Quest. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and we'll get into watching the Harrisville haunting.
Everybody, Jason Hawes here. So I want to do a quick update. If you noticed, I kicked back open the GoFundMe, and we're going to start cranking this along. So it's all about saving the Conjuring house. Andrea's plea. And bottom line, let me just make this clear. A lot of misunderstandings are out there. Needham Bank sold off the mortgage. They didn't sell off the house. They sold the mortgage. So whoever bought the mortgage is now going to have to go through the whole foreclosure process again. And talking to the team all day long, there's a lot of different avenues we have now. This actually makes it a higher probability than we were last week when we had to go up against everybody. We can do this. This can be a historic movement like no other. We can leave our mark on history. This is, yesterday, I'll be honest, yesterday I felt broken. I felt broken inside. But after today, spending the entire day in meetings and different things, I'm more energized than ever because this is really a possibility that we can win and save the Conjuring house for everybody, not just for the selected few who can afford it, not just the neighbors. Everybody's going to benefit here. This is just, I don't even know what to say. I feel so energized inside and I'm just cranked up because we can do this. We can make a mark on history like no other, especially when it comes down to the paranormal community, the believers, the non-believers, skeptics, debunkers.
Hey,
and we can do so much more with that property. We can build, we can take land, we can build other structures, things to advance the field. But it's there. Our chance is there. It's now. We can do this. We can answer Andrea's plea and we can win this. This honestly can be historic. And you know what, guys, I've stepped up. I know you guys stepped up. Let's just keep on pushing because this is a good thing for us. Again, they sold the mortgage. They didn't sell the house. Almost like the old saying in Poltergeist, right? They moved the headstones, but they left the bodies. Well, here we go. This is our chance. So let's make some noise and let's show them that we're better than this and we can do this, that we're a team. Bottom line. Thanks so much. Love from me to you guys. Stay safe, keep it real, and on to the next.
All right. So there's that. I just wanted to show that, just update those who didn't know. That's why I showed this, obviously. And, I have the GoFundMe link in my chat there. It's pinned. So if anybody wants to donate, not trying to get anybody, force anybody or anything like that to donate. But if you want to donate to that, absolutely go for it. I would greatly appreciate it. I know Jason would greatly appreciate it. And it is a community effort here. Hopefully Jason can get it. I am glad this sort of happened, to be honest. Because I was like, damn, Jason's jumping in there and kind of like late in the game a little bit. So I was kind of concerned. But now that the whole process has to start all over again, well, this is good. This works great. Plus, I want to be able to throw some money to the GoFundMe to help Jason. And if I can, I'm not going to go full screen just yet. Well, no, because I'm going to hop over to something else. And, if I can physically be at the house only to help out, I don't want to be staff or anything like that. I live in Tennessee. I can try to do that if I can. Although next year for me and Matt and the rest of the crew from PRU, we're going to be really, really busy. There's a lot going on. But in some way, shape, or form, I definitely would like to help Jason out, help the community out. Let me see here. Let me knock this down. Get rid of this. Open up this. And I got to reshare my screen in just a minute. So, if you guys want to donate and help out, for Jason to get the home, that would be awesome. And if not, for whatever reasons, that's fine too. But let's go ahead here, share the screen again. All right. So, for those who don't know, Matt and I, along with Billy and Eric, we did a documentary of the Conjuring house. It was a bucket list location that I thought I would never step foot in. I thought nobody would ever be able to step foot into the Conjuring house and investigate. Now, I know all the stories and things like that, not haunted, or the history isn't correct. No, I get that. But for me, I believe whatever is going on there has more to do with the land than the house. That's just my opinion. But go ahead here. We'll get this started. I'll probably pause every now and then to kind of talk about certain things within the documentary. But here we go. Oh, yeah. We're not going to watch this all the way through. I'm going to get to the halfway point, and then I'll go live again real soon, and we'll finish off the rest of it. This is a 2-hour-long documentary. So a little over 2 hours. So, yeah. And I have things that I got to do as well and eat dinner at some point today. So, all right, here we go.
Yo, you alright?
All right. He missed it.
He's laying on his back here when I came through.
Where the hell did he go?
You okay?
And real quickly, while this is rolling here, there was somebody who did donate to the GoFundMe. You know who you are. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate that. And I'm sure Jason appreciates that as well. The documentary is called The Harrisville Haunting, The Real Conjuring House. And then the newest one that came out like a month and a half, 2 months ago, Evil on Earth. I love that shot. The Conjuring house, for me anyways, it's special. This was kind of our jumping point into filmmaking. Because of this film, it got us where we are now. But not only that, it was people that we got to meet while we were filming this. We got to meet Corey and Jen, John Huntington, Keith and Carl. It was awesome. So the house definitely has like sentimental value to me. Leslie, no, this isn't new, but thank you. Like, yes, Evil on Earth is on Prime. Sometime in November, I don't remember the exact date. It'll also be available on Blu-ray. that can be purchased through like Walmart, Best Buy, and other places. We were in Vegas when we filmed this. The wolf thing is a Matt thing.
I am Matt Benton.
His
I've
name
been
is Matt
investigating
Benton.
paranormal phenomena for a whole decade of my life.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa. Listen, shh.
It all started with my experience at the Old Washoe Club. I was only 16 years old. I got my first interaction with a possible entity after asking a question in the crypt inside.
If there's a little girl here, please move something, touch me. Make some kind of noise, make a tapping noise.
A piece of brick was thrown. That day, I discovered you can get a response back from your questions, and I was hooked. Having that interaction literally changed my life.
Never heard of her.
Since then, I've been traveling the country looking for the most active paranormal locations, documenting my findings.
Oh, I would love to do a documentary that kills about them.
And presenting them
That's his
on
brother,
my YouTube
Tanya.
channel, Devil's Hour Productions. Every paranormal investigator is looking for that next level of paranormal activity, that holy grail location.
And like blocked out that window.
That was a big one.
July 19th, 2013. The Hollywood film, The Conjuring, took the world by
Yeah,
storm.
That is
A
Matt.
critically acclaimed horror film based on the haunting of the Harrisville farmhouse through the perspectives of the Perrin family, including Ed and Lorraine Warren. Every investigator has heard about the Warrens. They are pioneers of the paranormal.
That's probably the worst thing we have in this whole museum. That Raggedy Ann doll was given to a nurse in 1970 by her mother as a Christmas present.
I have researched some of their cases, and one of them was the Harrisville farmhouse. The kind of activity they reported having there is what I would call next level.
So that we would then leave the house,
Hello,
evaluate
Michael.
our findings, and decide what it is we can do to help the family, if indeed there was anything that we could do to help them. In this case, I do not believe that any exorcism, any ritual of a religious nature, or anyone could ever clear that home of the very negative spirits which are involved in it. We have both human and inhuman spirits in this home, which are bringing about these destructive acts. Destructive acts. Destructive acts. Destructive acts.
This farmhouse piqued my interest. Is this house truly that next level location? I really wanted to investigate the extraordinary claims of levitation, possession, apparitions, and physical attacks. At the time, however, The Harrisville farmhouse owner was not allowing investigations at the house. It wasn't until October 2019 I discovered that paranormal investigators Corey and Jennifer Heisen had purchased the property. This gave me hope of getting access to film a documentary at the infamous Harrisville farmhouse. I then told my friend Joe Vitale, who has over 20 years of experience investigating the paranormal and runs his own YouTube channel, Entity 7 Paranormal. He was wanting to investigate the property just as much as I did, so we agreed to film there together as soon as possible. I got in contact with the Heisens and they gave us permission and the dates we could film there. We were all set, except my team could not make it due to personal reasons. So we decided to gather a team of 4 paranormal YouTubers. Joe and I, Billy Cook from Paranormal Pursuit, and Eric Connor from Epic Paranormal TV. The 4 of us have very different styles of investigating. Joe is very old school in the ways of paranormal investigating. Billy is the more grounded one in the group. Eric is very energetic and spiritual, the 100% believer. Others say I'm the more scientific-minded investigator of the team and willing to put myself in dangerous situations. March 16th, 2020.
When we went there, we got maybe 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep.
I'm in Massachusetts for the first time in my life. I'm in Massachusetts, and I'm on the way to our location, to the Conjuring house, the real Conjuring house. This is the house where the events of the Conjuring movie 1 took place. This is the place where Ed and Lorraine Warren investigated. So I'm on my way to meet up with Matt, Joe, and Billy. They're already at the location, to my knowledge. So I'll be arriving there shortly. I'm very excited. Like I said, I've never even been in this state. I've never been this far north.
Eric is always
been to this location. And I've also never investigated with Matt or with Billy. We've all talked online, you know, plenty, but this will be our first time investigating a location together. And we've got 2 days. We got 2 days and 2 nights. We got it all. It's gonna be lit. So let's go. Let's get it. My heart's beating a little bit racing here.
Eric.
I did my homework on this location, so I know the potential of what we might be walking into.
The day has finally come where we set foot on the Harrisville farmhouse property for the very first time. We wanted to uncover the real history and experiences of the house, so we interviewed Keith and Carl Johnson, the first paranormal investigators and demonologists to ever investigate the house. Next.
Real quick. Yeah, that's a great question. When we got to the Conjuring house, I would say like an hour later or something like that, all of us got alerts on our phones that everything was shutting down. Basically, the country was shutting down because of COVID. And some people did give us a little bit of shit for that after the fact. They're like, oh, you guys should have left, you know, COVID, whatever. And we're like, we were there. We were already there. I mean, what's the difference? So it was a little disruptive, but it wasn't anything too bad. But it was definitely weird because driving home, like nobody was on the road, just very few cars. So it was kind of weird to see that.
We interviewed Corey Heisen, the current owner of the farmhouse, as well as John Huntington, also a paranormal investigator. He investigated the house the longest and lived there for 9 months with the Heisens as a caretaker. Lastly, Andrea Perrin was interviewed. She experienced this infamous haunting firsthand for 10 years on the property.
Hey, Parasolo.
Her story is the reason why we are here.
That kind of led you on a path that you finally were able to come to this house. What brought you to this house?
It was in the early 1970s, 1973 actually, and I was part of an organization. My brother and I, my brother Carl, were members of PIRO, based at Rhode Island College, Parapsychological Investigation and Research Organization. And as I said, there was no internet back then, so how do I get the word out that we do investigations free of charge? So I just illustrated a little ad myself, put it in a local newspaper, and it was 3 weeks later, to the day actually, that it was answered by Mrs. Carolyn Perrin in Harrisville, Rhode Island. And she said she had moved in a couple of years ago to a house that was built in 1736. And things were happening that were becoming very terrifying, downright
Matt, if you want to
terrifying.
come up, man, just
and she was
let me know.
wondering if we could come and check out her situation.
Logic tells you that something that is immaterial,
Wait a minute, you
there's
have
a
access
shadow,
to my...
there's a mist, that's a wind that passes by you and lifts your hair, cannot really hurt you. I still feel threatened. I feel threatened.
As soon as we arrived on the property, we felt almost like a barrier. It was like a barrier when we stepped out of the car. The atmosphere was very different. I mean, a nice family, the Perrin family, very nice people, all-American family. Yet, the property and the house itself, you really felt that something was kind of wrong. It was like a very, very negative energy we sensed. And I believed it to not be a human spirit. I believed it to be an inhuman spirit, a demon, if you will.
So Carolyn Perrin was most affected by this, whatever the house had. She would awaken with scratches on her arms and torso, and she was visibly shrinking. She was losing weight rapidly, so it was affecting her profoundly.
A coat hanger came down from the rack. I didn't bump it, I didn't touch it, I wasn't near it. I was bending over at the time. Came down off the rack and started pounding me on the head 6 or 8 times.
I needed, and we had seen things. We had seen my mother under attack in the closet downstairs off the bathroom, beaten inexplicably with a wooden coat hanger after stepping out of the shower, and she started screaming, and we all ran in to see what was wrong with Mom, including our neighbor that had stopped by with a cake. And she saw it too and never came back to the house. But, you know, my mother was attacked physically a number of times.
Have you met the parents?
Yes, we've been able to meet all the parents except for Carolyn. Carolyn refuses to come back up here. And there was a sister that passed away a few years ago, unfortunately, that we weren't able to meet. Yeah, they had them all up here.
Hey, Rawside.
A few months ago. And that was, you could tell, like, you can tell when somebody's been through something, and they had certainly been through something.
Mr. McEachern, who was a historian in his 90s, when we moved there, he came and introduced himself to my mother and our family. The spirit that was haunting my mother clearly had a broken neck, hanging literally off the side of her dress. And Mr. McEachern told my mother that it was...
I'm going to pause it right there for a second. Hey, Pomp. How does a kid who, as far as we know, never knew anything about the house? I mean, this is a small kid, a kid who's like in like daycare or whatever it is. How would this kid know about the story of the crooked neck lady? And even draw a picture of it. That is weird. That is really weird. Or it could just be the way the kid drew the picture. I don't know. But kind of weird. Just saying.
Mrs. Arnold and the farmhand took her body down and moved her into the house so that she would be able to be buried in the family plot in the cemetery rather than being excluded because she had taken her own life.
Carolyn Perrin did have a very disturbing experience in her bedroom where one morning, it was shortly after our first visit, it was about 5:15 in the morning, she woke up and there was something in her room. She smelled the scent of sulfur and decay mingled. There was something even fizzling for a moment on her dresser, some kind of light. But then she looked over and there's this, it's very difficult to describe what she saw. It was some kind of monstrosity and vaguely in the shape of a female apparition wearing a long gray dress, but the head was cocked to one side on the shoulder as if the neck had been broken. And it began chanting to her, I'll drive you mad with fiery brooms. I'll drive you mad with death and gloom. I'll drive you out, but it will be too late. You'll be dead. And then it just leered at her and vanished.
A myth surrounds the Harrisville farmhouse involving Bathsheba Sherman. People claim she was a witch and a Satanist who murdered a baby with a sewing needle. Through research, however, this appears to be far from the truth.
Bathsheba Thayer Sherman Green was an actual historical person. She was a resident of Harrisville. She was a member of the Harrisville Baptist Church at the time of her life. She married Judson Sherman. They had a rather prosperous farm. And somehow, we don't know how, rumors started up about her years ago, quite a long time ago. She was accused of being a satanic witch and supposedly had killed a baby here, sacrificed it, made it look like an accident by impaling it with a sewing needle. And there's been a lot of research done on that, and there's been no actual historic evidence that that ever happened.
We contacted Kenny Biddle, a researcher and writer who has spent a year researching the history of the farmhouse. He will give us the facts on the authentic history of the property.
If Bathsheba was an evil witch that killed a baby, it would be in her obituary. That's what they put.
What is up?
Hello. Is it this audio that's going through?
It's not very loud.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's doing that thing again. Like it takes a second to. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hello everyone. I'm only going to be on here for a little bit because I have to get ready. I'm leaving on a flight pretty soon, so filming a TV show. I just can't give too much details. So it's gonna be cool. I will.
Yeah, no, they get to put up with you and see the hell we have to go through.
Yep, they have to, for some reason, put up with me. I'm sorry for them in advance.
All right. Hey, Hinsdale girl. Let's see. We'll go ahead. We'll get this going. We have the dream killer, Kenny Biddle. Princess Mel, no. Nick did not. Now, he posted a picture of him and his wife saying that they were house hunting and they were in front of the Conjuring house, but it was more of a joke than anything else. So, but there were some people who seemed to take it seriously. Oh well.
In those obituaries back then, they condensed your life story with the highlights in that obituary.
Hey, Beth.
So I guarantee, without a doubt, if she had murdered a baby, it would be in that obituary.
On top of that, it's like back then they took that seriously. If you were considered a witch, you would have been shamed for it and even killed for it.
That's when we were in Vegas.
Definitely won't be buried in a Baptist cemetery.
It would be in the newspapers. We should be able to find newspaper articles about this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing. But unfortunately, between the movie,
you know what's funny?
And the books, that were written about it.
I
and
joined
then
at the exact same time you and I are on camera. Is when I joined when we're like talking to Kenny Biddle. So it was like kind of perfect timing. Yes, I'm going to go work out after this energy drink. Okay. But I just was deciding to join in because I want to be a part of this. I think Jason Hawes you guys should definitely go donate to Jason Hawes and help this whole thing happen, because we do not want another horrible owner in charge again. So
right,
let's make this happen. Okay, guys.
And we do want it to be affordable for anybody to go there.
Exactly.
You know, when Jen and Corey owned the home, it was $125 a person. Now I know to some people that's a lot of money, but it's per person. It's not like you're paying $500 or over $1,000 and just being one person. So if it's just one person going, that's it. That's all it costs.
Yep.
And, I thought that was fair. And it would definitely be accessible for more people to go and investigate. But then, Jacqueline, once she bought it, it was expensive. Then on top of that, you got to pay extra money to film. And if you have another team coming that wants to film content as well, that's even more money. And then you got to get it. You got to get the video approved, so they want to review it. Which, honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal because I did a little bit of research with that video. Not much because, the documentary that we have here. And I'm like, there's nowhere I can find anything where this certain individual passed away in the home at a certain point in time. I didn't care. Hell, we had the side-eye guy in the video. I thought, oh, fuck. They'll probably say, oh, hell no, because side-eye guy. But they didn't. So it wasn't that big of a deal. All right, moving on.
Hundreds of YouTube channels that just repeat shit ad nauseum. This is the story that's out there. This is what people know. It's the common knowledge now. And it's an uphill battle for people like me and documentaries like this to present the real history. The only death that was on the property was Jarvis Smith. Was a man that he was walking along, and he actually it was wintertime. It sounds like he was drunk, and he took shelter in one of their sheds, a shed that's no longer there. That's been gone for decades, but he was there and he died overnight. He froze to death on the property.
No unusual history of deaths from the farmhouse. However, before the Harrisville farmhouse was built, King Philip's War took place throughout Massachusetts and Rhode Island. From 1675 through 1678, the Narragansett and Wampanoag tribes fought a brutal war with the colonists. Thousands were left dead, villages were torched, women and children murdered and burned alive, leaving the farmhouse land possibly haunted.
Pause. I just want to let everyone know how difficult that sequence was for me when it comes to sound design. I had to look for legitimate Native American war cries, and that's actually a lot harder than you think if you go look for it. Very hard. I spent so many hours looking for real Native American war cries because I like being as realistic as possible. And then on top of that, the muskets were easy. I got the musket ones. And then the fire sound effects was cool and all. But yeah, I'm telling you, try and go look for Native American war cries. It was difficult. It was all music related is what I kept finding. So yeah.
And I do want to say, and something that we probably should have made clear in this is that there is no proof that any of this happened on the property or near the property of the Conjuring house. However,
it's in the States, basically.
Right. But there very well could have been very small, like battles, like that could have taken place around that area that weren't not documented.
Yeah.
But we probably should have been more clear on that. But I mean, it is what it is, and learn from it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It was actually Pyro who contacted the Warrens about the situation here. And we were here first and investigated and, of course, experienced quite a bit of activity here. And we sat down at our next meeting and said, I really, we were talking about how we should call in Ed Lorraine Warren just to see what their take was. Actually, Lorraine Warren arranged something I personally would not recommend. She recommended that they arrange a seance, which took place right in this room, right where we're sitting now. And of course, Carolyn Perrin was going to be the conduit. She was the one that was going to communicate since the...
You know what? Real quick, I am a little confused because, yes, we were told that the seances happen. We're in the room that we are in. But
no, it didn't. Yeah. I used the B-roll because it's the only B-roll I had of a room. So we didn't have B-roll of that other room. So that was unfortunate. And so I just used the other footage, even though that technically wasn't the right area. And but yeah, so it was technically the room with the couch is the room where actually.
Oh, well, I mean, there was B-roll of that room. We did use it, but it wouldn't have worked for what he's talking about anyways.
Yeah, because you needed a dining room table. So to make it, because that's exactly what happened was there was a dining room table. Hey, Jason. So that's the true story of what actually happened. It was in the other room with the dining room table, but there was no dining room table for B-roll purposes. We just put it this room because it had a dining room table. So it went to storytelling is a visual thing also, guys. So yeah,
we are doing pretty good. We're just watching the documentary Matt and I did of the Conjuring house, and hopefully helping you out.
Yeah, we're trying to get people to donate, and so we're going live. Well, Joe's going live on his channel, and I can only be here for a little bit, and so trying to promote as much as possible. I'm also going to do my own donation on top of that.
Yeah. Well, next month, royalty check.
I just have a government shutdown I'm going through because the military is not getting paid right now. So
yeah.
So I'm getting kind of screwed because I stopped using Navy Fed. So, and that was my fault on the Navy Fed issue because now I'm not getting paid because I changed banks. So I'm kind of screwed. So
yeah, that definitely, it does suck. I was going to say something to you about that and I totally forgot. I'm like, hey dude, the government shut down, right?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the film money to come in this next month. That'll help me out. That'll get me out of my little hole.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully we can do something here.
But I could donate a little as of right now, so I'll do that right now.
I was gonna say, your situation. Why don't you just wait a little bit? Because we don't know when it's gonna go back on auction or anything like that. So
yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of those. I should, if I'm preaching it, saying go donate. I feel like I should also be a person that donates. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel this. I feel the same way. I absolutely agree with that. So that's why I'm thankful that this whole situation is actually happening the way it's happening, and it works out, I think, better for Jason. There's more time.
But what Jason said earlier on one of his posts, he said this. He said if everyone on that's following him just donated $10, he would crush the goal. And so I'm like, if I could just donate $10, I'd be one of the people. So it's not that much. And so I don't know. I'll donate for the Matt on his honor. Well, thank you, Lady Hinsdale. Is that Hinsdale girl?
What was that? Was that Hinsdale girl? Or
Yeah.
is that, yes, it is. Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Michelle's awesome. Michelle, you don't have to do that. You've already done that. I wasn't gonna say exactly who, but you already have. You already have.
I'll donate the 10 for now, and then when I get the film money, I'll donate more if it's still up.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm doing mine anonymous for reasons. not because I'm afraid of anything, just mine'll be anonymous.
It's in your description box, right? Oh no, it's not in your description box.
It's I should put it in my description box, but what I did is I pinned it up in my chat.
Oh, it's in your chat. Okay.
Yeah, I pinned it.
Okay.
So up top.
Got it. Donating now.
Yeah.
I'm just
Jason said, stop. Take care of yourself first.
Hey, it's only $10. I'll do more later. I promise. If it's still up. By the time I get paid next month. Because they said, is the auction canceled completely?
So the auction is canceled. But there was another bank that I can't remember exactly what it was Jason said. Anyway, somebody else picked up the debt or whatever it is. So the whole foreclosure thing has to start all over again.
Why don't you just invite Jason on here? He has all the details.
Well, I would, but he said that he didn't have a whole lot of time. But I mean,
okay.
If he wants to come up here, he's more than welcome to. I can definitely shoot him a link if he wants to join. Or I can play that video again. But and Jason has said, hey, if they don't get it, for whatever reasons, there'll be refunds. And he has people who will take care of that. So, which is cool. At least he's just trying to be as transparent as he possibly can, and
oh yeah,
doing the right thing. So
definitely. Okay, I am now donating. Speaking of donations, that one video where I don't think I ever mentioned this publicly, but the money was donated for that one video for the I'm not going to say who, because I don't know if they want that information out there. But I did donate the money that I said I would for the body cam footage of Jacqueline Nunez. So I donated all that money to that video to one specific person that has been through some things because of the damages that she's done. The auction is canceled and banknotes was the only thing bought. The house was not, was now, oh my gosh, I can't read. The house now has to go through a whole new foreclosure process. I would, but I have to, call. I can't read today. 100% refunds if it doesn't happen. Sorry for my horrible.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that you can't read, Marines.
Yeah, I know. Too much crayons, man. I'm having crayon withdrawals. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, so it was a foreclosure process. Okay. Right. Okay, so if it's canceled, that means I have time for next month to donate. It looks like. Because it was Halloween, right? Is when it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, oddly enough, it's for Halloween.
I see. I donated, by the way. Money has been sent. And I'm also going to share it again.
All right. Have a good one, Jason.
Have a good one.
All right. Let's continue on.
spirit was oppressing her. Lorraine thought perhaps this spirit, if they hold a seance, and they had another psychic medium here as well that was actually conducting the seance, and they hoped that this spirit would communicate through Carolyn Perrin and say what it wanted.
My father didn't want to have anything to do with it. He strenuously objected to the ritual going forward. It took Ed Warren and the priest quite a while to convince him that it was necessary. And then the medium started conjuring the spirits. That's where the name of the film came from. And in the process of doing that, she collapsed unconscious on the table. The table rose up. It came back down on the floor. My mother started howling like a banshee, started speaking in a language that does not exist on this earth. The chair that she was in raised up off the floor, and in a split second, she and the chair were tossed from the middle of the dining room into the middle of the parlor.
Literally thrown off the chair halfway across the room, wound up crumpled on the floor. To all appearances, she was dead. She wasn't showing any life signs at all. And of course, Roger ran over to revive her, and she did start breathing again. Meanwhile, Ed Warren advised him, you really shouldn't touch the possessed at this point. And that's where Roger lost it. He dismissed the Warrens very, very adamantly. He actually literally threw Ed out of the house, and that's how it culminated their involvement in this case.
And everyone present in the house heard my mother's skull hit that floor, and everyone present in that house, he thought she had died. It was a nightmare. It was the worst moments of my life.
Awesome, Harley. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Have you had anybody scared to investigate after coming here?
We've had a few teams leave in the middle of the night just because, you know,
Real quick, fun fact. While we were recording interviews, we actually had heard a disembodied voice.
Oh, yeah.
And
it just wasn't clear enough. If we had 32-bit float back then, that would have helped us.
We did capture it. The problem was it just wouldn't have translated well.
It was
so
too
we had to
low.
leave it out. Now I heard something first, and then it happened again, and that's when Matt also heard it. So
it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
You get to see the whole process when I was editing this film. You could watch the entire editing of this film on my YouTube members if you guys are interested in that. And we were going through that evidence on there. So
yeah, we're very transparent when we do these documentaries. Even like when I edit just like stuff for YouTube, we're very transparent. We want to show people, you know, there's no fuckery going on. Do that for our members. But I do believe now the stuff for the Harrisville haunting is available for everyone to see. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah. Everyone, it's available for everyone. It's actually there's a link in the description to this YouTube video you're watching right now. So
right. And you guys, this is over on what did you change the channel name to?
Our team name, Paranormal Research Unit.
I didn't know if it was PRU or if it was Paranormal Research Unit.
Yeah, it's Paranormal Research Unit.
All right. Yeah. And you know, you can buy it on like Amazon and rent it on Amazon, or no, you can actually watch it for free. If you have Prime, I believe you can watch it for free now on Amazon. But I can't keep up with where this documentary is at because we have a new documentary and I'm trying to keep up with that one.
Yep, it's out now. Evil on Earth on Prime Video. It's also big announcement for your channel because this was announced.
I already talked about it, but go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, yes, it is going to be, the Blu-ray is going to be available at Walmart.com, BarnesandNoble.com, all those good places, Amazon. It will be available, the Blu-ray, on November 11th. So
yeah, I couldn't remember the date. So.
Yes. Just think of Veterans Day.
All right, here we go.
It gets too real too soon. Some people just aren't ready for it. You know, they just think it's just going to be one of those run-of-the-mill, you know, hauntings, and it's pretty much up in your face.
I hear you out there. I saw it move a little bit.
Hey, Friday.
Fuck. Holy fuck.
I'm getting nostalgia watching this again. That's how long it's been since I watched this film. It's been like a couple years, I think.
Hey, John, tell us a little bit about
Almost
some of the
6 years ago.
experiences you've had in this house.
Scariest thing is I had a voice yell hello at me. I came out here and I heard a bunch of wrestling around and stuff and banging, and it sounded like something was going through something. So I just kind of went quietly, walked back, got my phone, started recording, and then I heard a girl say hello out loud, which kind of startled me.
Heard some knocking and banging down this. I walked through a minute ago. So I thought I'd just grab my camera. There's a car going by. Hello? Goosebumps.
I also had like a toy car come out from the chairs.
Just real quick, something funny. During John's interview, we were trying to think of some questions to ask John because we were in a rush and we just didn't have time to like really put together like, you know, questions to ask or whatever. And it was funny. It was either Eric jokingly, or it may have been John, like, you know, one of the questions, have you ever had sex in the house? I was like, does by yourself count?
John's the one that says, does by yourself count?
Yeah, John was the one that said by yourself counts, but
and
I don't remember
Eric
who
was the one that asked the question.
Okay, yeah.
I have a good memory for these things. I don't know why.
That was funny. I think I got that on my channel for members. I don't remember, but I think I do. But it was funny.
Yeah. I have an answer for the Monroe house.
Okay, moving on.
And the library book came off the shelf. I just gotten up in the morning and noticed it on the floor. And I came back and asked Bill if, you know, did you see was there a book on the floor yesterday? You know, we reviewed the tape, and sure enough, it just came right off the shelf.
What kind of tools, investigator-wise, have you had success with?
We had a DR-60 in here a few weeks ago and got some pretty crazy stuff.
All right, I'm just going to ask who was here with us, because this is crazy. All right, you ready, guys? Oh, it's full. Okay, let me delete that one. Okay, recording. Who is here with us?
His reaction is great.
Yeah. So keep in mind, it sounds different because that
Did I just hear what I
The DR60 has a slow motion feature, and that's what he was playing with it. It was the slow motion feature. That's why it sounded different. Just keeping that. Yeah.
What I think I heard? I went slow, so it sounds funny. Oh, something's not happy, guys. Something is not happy.
Wait, did you notice something? I want to see something.
Did I just hear what I think I heard?
Gator wise, have you had success with?
Too far back. I thought maybe I had seen his breath, which would have been weird.
Did I just hear what I?
By the way, guys,
what I think I heard?
You see in the corner right there, it says live. I found this from a live stream, so you can watch the whole live stream if you want. Oh, the DJI Mini 5 Pro, huh?
Oh, something's not happy, guys. Something is not happy.
Damn it! Oh well.
Dude. Oh my god.
It didn't sound like movement, to be honest, to me, because it was very long and drawn out.
Go ahead, Matt.
I was responding to Ghost Wiener. It didn't sound like movement to me because it was long and drawn out.
Right. But at the same time, anything that's coming from anyone else, we're not claiming it is paranormal. That, we're just showing what other people believe they have captured or have experienced. Just want to put that out there as well. We're just, hey, here's what somebody sent us. They believe this is what it is, or this is what's going on. I mean, that's just how documentaries work. Now, if we knew for sure that something was not paranormal or even faked, it's not going in the documentary. It's just not happening. I mean, with Evil on Earth, we did see things that just easily explainable. Nobody faked anything with what they sent us for Evil on Earth, but it's just like gravity. It's a thing, kind of thing, because the table and what was the lights or whatever the hell it was that were on the table, like they moved or whatever, but there was like wires and shit hanging off the lights. I can't remember exactly I can't remember it completely, but they're just kind of like gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
to see things move on their own.
Man, the quality difference between these two films is so cool to watch. I feel like.
Came to this place in peace and we leave in peace, taking nothing unholy or unnatural with us, only that which is godly, angelic, and of light. And we pray for our brothers here tonight, that they may be kept safe, and that there be no harm, no danger, as they explore the wonders of creation. We pray this in your holy name. Amen. 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 Amen.
Before the investigation, our friend Jason Emmerich an investigator and medium had given Joe a warning that I was not told about for experimental purposes.
I haven't seen.
And he's going to see if he can communicate with the spirits from here at his place.
Gotcha.
And right now, I'm not going to say what he's telling me right now just yet.
Here, do you want to film it though? Go ahead and film it.
But it's interesting.
So that way they can see what time it's at, before and everything.
Real quick. Let's talk about the DR60 here real quick. The issue with the DR60 is it's got very bad quality. The way it records, because it records in blocks. So if a block isn't completely filled, it will fill that block with its own sounds, like its internal sounds or whatever. Yes, it is capable of capturing EVPs. But again, it is the quality of the digital recorder. We also have to think about the different beliefs when capturing EVPs. You have people who believe that EVPs are captured from the mic, white noise, or an imprint on the internals. Matt's like, what are you laughing about, Matt? You want to share it?
Yeah, I can. So there's this one person that's watching the film for the first time, Evil on Earth, and she says, respectfully, you motherfucker got me with that jump scare of the door. Had it not been for that fucking sound effect you put with it, I about died on my Jimmy John sandwich. So yeah, it scares people sometimes.
But anyways, the DR60, like I said, is capable, but there's too many problems with it. Not only that, people like to use the DR60 on the lowest quality setting, which makes what already sounds bad even worse. So it's not, like saying the DR60 is debunked is kind of like just saying, well, digital recorders in general would be debunked. So again, there's the three beliefs that either EVPs are somehow picked up through the microphone, has something to do with an imprint with its internals, or it's white noise that's generated by digital recorders or tape recorders. So anything to add to that, Matt?
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, DR60s, they are, I don't like them. And that doesn't mean that they can't get EVPs. And the thing is about that one specifically, it sounded very vocal and it was more drawn out. And I'm not saying it's paranormal either. So it's just something that we put out there just for your own opinion. If you notice, we don't use it for reasons of that, because we do not like them. So that wasn't our footage though. And even though it's a shitty recorder, it can still possibly get an EVP. You never know. So that piece of footage, or audio, I should say, was still put in there because to keep it up just for you to decide of what you think it is. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it, and that's why we don't use it. You see me paying like all this money on very expensive, high quality audio. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. I would much rather spend my money on like more expensive digital recorders or cameras or hookers and blow or whatever the fuck it is that I'm into. So, okay, that last part is being a smart ass. But anyways.
Totally. At around 8 p.m., we commenced our investigation in the basement. Eric was live on his YouTube channel during the first hour. This is what was captured on night 1 in the house.
Immediately, that same feeling again. I just got the same exact feeling I got when I walked in here the first time. There is energy in this room. That's it though. That's the well. Wow. Yeah, there's a clear, concise energy in here that I can just feel as soon as we get here. And there's obviously like a change in temperature, like it's cooler in this room, the air's crisper in this room. But there's something else too. There's almost like a static energy on top of the air, like within the air.
It's clear too.
Here, I'm gonna restart. Ready?
Yes.
Do you get any energy from this well, from this water source? I can feel the energy in here like clearly. It feels like just natural energy. I'm not feeling any kind of like presence, but I'm feeling just like a whole bunch of energy. I have, could be very careful. I have face tracking on my cameras and my phones and stuff, and in my basement, what are you doing? You just stepped right into the well.
Actually, what if I go down there?
You ain't getting back up.
Okay, let's do this.
I'll help you. Are you really doing it?
Sure.
Oh goodness.
Dude,
You're gonna lose some equipment in that well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall off.
Are you gonna hang? Like
hang?
I ain't even worth
You got psychic for a minute.
If we're not capturing his death, it's not worth it.
He's an extreme investigator for a reason, y'all. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Be very, very careful.
Oh, that he falls.
Yeah, if he falls, you and me are picking him out of there, so get ready.
Me and you, who?
Did someone put a flashlight on me?
No.
Yeah, I got you.
Hold on. Let me see what I'm doing.
Here.
At this moment, we capture a possible disembodied voice. This voice is so clear and has human tone to it, we start to think that it could have been one of us. When reviewing all the video, we don't see any of our lips move, but Billy and I are both facing away from the cameras during this moment. The thing that is odd about this, though, is that as Americans, we do not typically call flashlights torches, so it doesn't seem like our characteristics, and none of us remember saying this. So we are leaving this up to you to decide.
Here's what's not in this documentary.
It's in the vlog, though.
It's in the vlog, though.
Yeah.
Matt dropped his digital recorder down the fucking well.
Yep.
I was gonna hand him my digital recorder, and thank God I did not.
Oh, you guys want to see it? I have it. It's right here, guys. Look how rusted this thing looks.
Yeah, when I went back to the Conjuring house, and
let me turn on this light.
Oh no, we went back to the Conjuring house, and
Yeah,
then I ended up having to send it to Matt or give it to Matt because he forgot it.
Yeah, this was in the water for like almost a year. This thing was in the fucking water.
Like a month shy of a year or some shit like that.
Yeah, and I got it back because someone dropped the phone in the well. And so
they Jen.
Yeah, and then they retrieved this. I think it was when Nick Groff was there. And
no, Nick said somebody dropped the recorder in the well.
And then they retrieved this too. So I kept that as a souvenir because this has been in the Conjuring house for almost a year.
That's like, see if it still works, but I don't think it's gonna work. And I threw some batteries in
No,
there.
I never said if it's gonna work. I was saying maybe the SD card saved the audio, but I had doubts.
Like, I wonder if they've got a camera or something. Here, do you need any help out of there?
Got it.
You got it? Okay. So guys, Matt's serious when he says extreme paranormal investigations. He goes for it.
I'm not big on the spirit box. I will only use the spirit box if it's a claim. Other than that, I really just, it drives me nuts. Matt?
So the thing is, spirit boxes are not evidence, I would say, but I have some belief in it because of personal experiences when I was, especially in my beginning stages, I was getting some very direct responses. So I do believe it works sometimes, but the issue is that it's not good evidence because you can't cross-check it to prove that it's actually audio manipulation, or I wouldn't say audio manipulation. I believe it's through the frequencies personally. But it's something you can't really prove. So it's not, like I said, good evidence. So if you're trying to do an investigation, trying to capture evidence, spirit boxes won't be for that. It's more for belief at that point. So,
I mean, I do believe that
they're definitely way better than fucking apps.
I do believe that, yeah, sure. Stuff can come through because I've had some pretty interesting stuff come through a spirit box as well that were very, very clear. But I think when people use it, they think they're getting all kinds of answers or responses or whatever, when the reality is just likely not.
Yeah. Also, I had to go because I had to finish packing up a little bit, and maybe I could get a bit of weights in some training a little bit. So,
all right.
But an update on this on the Jimmy John sandwich moment. She says, I inhaled too sharply, jumped, and started to choke and die on my ultimate porker sandwich. For fuck's sake. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. My evil on earth almost killed someone, guys. I'm sorry. That's the new tagline for this film. This thing can kill you. This film could kill you. So be careful.
All right, get out of here. Later.
Bye-bye.
All right. We'll continue on. We got half hour left. Like I said, we're not going to watch it all the way through. What I'll do is I'll go live again. We'll pick up where we last left off.
All of us were like, whoa, no. But he did it. That rip. Let's do one more rip, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to be here for a while. Do you have any messages or warnings for us? That's weird. All right, so if the doorway is open, will you say doorway, please? You all right? What happened?
I just got really dizzy for a second.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling okay now. That was weird, right when you said that.
Yeah, that whole session was weird, dude. I was getting weird.
Dude, right when you said that though, I just felt like my eyes just rolled back, and then I got really dizzy for a second.
He didn't really get thrown on.
That's scary.
He just went
When
back.
I said what, the doorway thing?
Yeah.
Pointing this way. What's up?
No, maybe it was a tree.
Is it a tree?
No, what the hell was that then? I thought that was a Christmas tree. I thought there was a Christmas tree right here.
You saw a shadow?
Yeah, it looked like a Christmas tree was right here, and then all of a sudden it moved, and then I thought it was the lighting, But no,
Is there security camera somewhere in here?
Oh, yes.
Where?
I thought I saw someone.
No,
Oh,
not
it's right
here.
at the steps. But it was the craziest thing because I thought
there's one at the very end.
I thought it was a
There's
Christmas
one at the
tree.
very end.
And
Well,
then
kind of in the way, though.
from your lighting, when you were messing with the lighting, it looked like maybe it was, you know how when you'll brighten the light, it'd make shadows kind of move a little bit. That's what I thought was happening, and I was like, oh no, it's just a Christmas tree. And then I noticed that there's not a Christmas tree here. That's what it looked like to me. That's pretty wild.
Oh, mass. Where did this one go to?
Oh, it's blocked off.
No.
They're locked up. You can't go through that.
About 22 minutes later, we head up to the second floor and we experience something absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, great timing on that line, Matt. Great timing on that line. And there's my ass. And that's where the joke, the ass award comes from. We won all these awards for the film because of the ass shot.
This is my first time.
Holy crap. There's an old easy.
Hello?
Oh, I can unlock it. Bro.
Yeah.
You want some solo time?
Yep.
Alright. He's alright. We're just doing some solo work.
Anyone in here with me?
That's good area. That's good area. This setup? Is that what you're saying?
Can you move something? Can you
Must
move
be
this
getting
stuff?
really weird
right
here.
now?
No, that's just Matt being normal. He's normally weird.
Can you show yourself right now? Crooked neck lady. Crooked neck lady. Come forth.
Enter the gateway in the black mirror.
Let me restart it.
You said that's good.
Dizzy again. That was interesting. We try to get in contact with you. We are giving you permission to make your presence known.
Thanks for the dick shot, Matt. Appreciate it.
Guys?
definitely didn't win any awards, Matt.
Sure it was a bug or was it a black circle?
Hey, guys.
Oh my God. Matt, why you do this? What's up? Wait, how's this work? What's good, my man? What's good?
Come check this out.
We're on the way. He's on channel 3. All right, so we just got walking in over here. What's going down?
Look how coincidental this is. I didn't even touch it.
What we got? Oh my God! Look! Look!
Your view.
Look!
I just thought that was you.
And you recorded when you came in here, so we'll be able to see that you came straight in.
Actually, I even recorded me walking towards it too. And so there, I'm not. No cuts. No cuts.
Look at that.
Okay.
Bro, is that not crazy? That's crazy.
Weird. So I just noticed that when I was walking down there.
That's wild, dude. That's wild.
No cuts. Okay. Seven. A possible demonic entity that Joe, Eric, and myself have experienced in past investigations. It seems to follow us to different locations. With Jason's warning to Joe about 7, could it be the entity? Or is it referencing the 7 soldiers said to be buried behind the wall?
And they're all saying together at once, there are 7 dead soldiers buried in the wall. There are 7 dead soldiers buried in the wall.
And is the block a coincidence?
I'm going to pause right there. Okay, so this whole story about the 7 soldiers being buried behind the wall or whatever it was had nothing to do with the inside of the house. There is a wall, a rock wall on the property, and that's where allegedly these 7 soldiers are supposed to be buried. There's no evidence, no proof, no nothing, just talk, basically, hearsay. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
Or a sign.
I think you would have noticed that, though.
I would have made a big deal about it if I noticed it. But I'm saying, like, what if I, like, filmed and wasn't looking, you know what I mean?
Even though, like, it was most likely not moved, like since we've been here, but I just thought it was a weird-ass coincidence.
Oh, yeah. I know.
And I think that's pretty strange. Literally the number.
And you walked in here by yourself and saw it. No wonder you radioed us. That makes sense.
No, I just wanted you to see what was up. I'm like, whoa, this is kind of cool.
It seems like a sign. It seems like a sign. Especially, we're going to show you some stuff later. I don't know when, but Joe may have to show you at some point. And it'll all come together. It'll all be very very informative.
Should you be?
Yeah. Now, with the information I was getting from Jason Emmerich, I wasn't going to say anything to Matt about it, because Matt was kind of my experiment at the house to see if something would happen. Here's what's missing from the documentary that wasn't put in there. All right. So I had a Black Mirror Ouija board that Jason Emmerich handed over to me, which was actually behind me. And he said that he was going to use it as sort of like this gateway to communicate with whatever was at the farmhouse. So he used something, I think another Black Mirror Ouija board. I had it there, and it was just to see, what maybe something interesting would happen, but I really didn't have much faith in that whole thing. But it was definitely weird when Jason was like messaging me, telling me, what he was getting. So take it for what it's worth. We took it out of the documentary. One, too much. It seemed like a reach. And it really just didn't fit. So You use man as bait, kind of.
Sharing your session.
Well, not
also
really
first,
using
or,
as bait.
or
Sort of
using
an
them as
experiment to
first?
see if something would work.
Let's do.
Any relations to it? Too?
I feel like I should redo our tarot reading.
What?
The rocking chair.
It's moving. It's moving.
Okay, jump around. Okay, yes, it was moving. It was fucking moving. I caught a little bit of it.
Hold on. I got it.
I caught a little bit of it.
The boards don't go all the way through there.
Okay, back up, guys. Let's back up.
I gotta try.
Give us some space for a bit. We'll try and debunk after this. First, hold on. I want to try and get the phenomenon first. Then we'll try and debunk. Okay.
Okay.
Because this just happened. So if we could do it again, let's see if we can. If you're here, I did say when I was in here, I have it on video. When I was in here, I said, if you're in here, can
Matt,
you please
it's
make
not
something
an
move?
experience when you
Just
get
as that happened, my camera
more than
died.
40 or 50 times.
Started moving. That's freaky. What happened?
My camera's dead.
Here, I have another one for you.
That's crazy. I saw that rocking chair moving. I
saw
put
it
my
move, too.
camera on it too.
I caught a little bit of it. I didn't capture it initiating is the issue. And no one's gonna believe it.
I thought it was an optical illusion at first because of the way that the rails are and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Why didn't we give Bill the other AX33 or the 53?
I know.
Hook him up with it right now.
It's downstairs. It already has a battery in it too.
All right, I'll grab it.
We're here.
Yep.
Joe.
Oh, what?
It kind of sounded like it said Joe right there. Epic Facebook donations. Crystal Tea.
This is on too.
Keeping it ultra rare.
Guys, we have it. We have it.
Hold up.
Look,
Oh yeah!
we have it.
That's right. We have cameras all over.
What time is it?
Yo, I want to check this too, just in case. Yeah, check time.
Surely that's wise enough. 10:22, so we'll say around 10 o'clock.
At 10:12 p.m., the Heisen family's DVR system captured the rocking chair move on its own. Before we reviewed the footage, we tried every method we could think of to debunk the chair moving on its own. We stomped on the ground.
I'm gonna stop it right there. For those who don't know, we got contacted by a guy named Spooky Goose on YouTube, and he figured out what happened with the chair. What happened with the chair was it was sort of stuck in a position because it was the rocking part of the chair was basically stuck in a position against the wall. So the chair was already back. And then when Billy walked up on it, it came loose from the wall and then moved forward. And we were up there even before we started filming. We were filming B-roll. And the chair never moved. So it's just a coincidence that it happened when Billy walked up on it. So it basically came loose from the wall and rocked forward. So that explains that. I'm not disappointed. I am sort of to a certain point, a little disappointed, but at the same time, we know the truth. We know what happened. So yeah, Spooky Goose did a debunk video on it, which is great. Matt sent him the raw footage and things like that, whatever it was he wanted, and he figured it out. We talked to him and we agreed. We absolutely agreed with that. So we're not afraid of people looking at footage and trying to debunk something. If somebody can debunk it, that's great. It doesn't mean that we're fake or anything like that. We just couldn't figure it out. But somebody else, with fresh eyes and maybe more ideas is able to figure it out, which that's how it works in the paranormal. So, but I'm glad it was figured out, because I always wondered what the hell happened. What, but there's that. Moving on.
Down near the chair and it didn't budge.
Okay, jump around. Okay, yes, it was moving. It was fucking moving. I caught a little bit of it.
I got it.
I caught a little bit of it.
The boards don't go all the way through there.
Okay, back up, guys. But let's back up.
I gotta try.
Give us some space for a bit. We'll try and debunk after this. At first, well, I want to try and get the. I want to try and get the phenomena first, then we'll try and debunk. Okay.
Okay.
Because this just happened, so if it could do it again, let's see if it can.
So what's happening is okay. So something happened. We want to see if it can happen again. And then from there, try to debunk what had happened. So I do this. Obviously, Matt does this as well. When something happens, we can see if the phenomena can happen again. If it doesn't happen again, then we go ahead and go through the process of trying to debunk it and figure out what exactly happened.
This should not. Now all I want to do is debunking process. Because I was trying to get the entity to do it again right off the bat. Right. That's why I didn't want to do it again. But now let's try and do another debunking process.
So here,
jump around, guys.
Billy was where you are, and we were over here. So yeah.
Nothing moving.
There's a stump.
But we weren't doing.
Let me see something. I want to see if I can hit that part there. Let me see. They go back up.
After reviewing the footage, we know exactly.
All right. So this part right here was caught on the molding, and it was leaning the chair back. It's very evident too, now that we know what happened, because we can see scratches from the chair on the molding. And so that's what happened.
Which is about a foot away from the chair. We also checked if this cord had been wrapped around the chair prior to it moving. Upon review of the video 8 minutes before the chair moved, the cord was in the same spot, not touching the rocking chair. When we headed downstairs, our walkie-talkies had an electrical interference.
You guys pressing the button? You guys pressing the... Guys, are you pressing this? Guys, are you doing this? Camera's on. When I walked into this room and started doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
You were recording the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time I was recording. Someone record. This is weird. Hold on, this is weird.
It's when you cross over the threshold. What the heck? Dude. Wait, no, turn back like that. Turn back like that. Right there, stay right there. Look, can you say hello? Yeah, yep.
Turn this one off because
that one's not doing it. It's only mine.
And the other one's upstairs. The fourth one's upstairs. It's literally only yours, yep.
That's weird.
Oh my god. Whoa!
Okay, I got a theory as to what actually happening here. Matt is very close to the lines for the security system that they have in the house, and I think maybe what's happening here is the one radio. There's something going on with it, and there's interference going on with the walkie-talkie and the line for the security cameras. Now, you can do this during the day, and it may not happen, and it could only happen like at night, because once it gets dark enough, the camera turns on its IR. Now you have more power going to the camera. I mean, it's basic, electronic knowledge, I guess you could say. And that could be what is actually happening, but I'm not sure. Later in the documentary, tried to make it happen again. The problem was it was during the day, so the IR light wasn't being powered, so there was less power going to or going through the line for the camera. I think, just my opinion, that could be an explanation, and just something is going on with that walkie-talkie that is able to pick up that disruption. So, moving on.
It's kind of reminds me of Cosmopolitan. Something like this happened to me in Cosmopolitan, similar, but not like this. It's more direct.
That's so crazy. Look, as soon as he crosses that threshold. All right, walk forward.
Yeah, walk closer to the door, because that's where it originally.
It's not. Oh,
huh.
That's upstairs, dude. What if that's up? Well, I don't know. Maybe look up some tech forums.
Yeah, see different walkie-talkies do this every now and then.
Yeah, because I've never seen this before. This is weird.
Walk through this way and see if it's still over. And then it stops.
It could also be something
right there.
Electrical that's going on too.
It's not going off at all.
Moving around erratically doesn't do anything.
Right. Bro, that's crazy.
That's weird.
2, 4, 3.
We got it on 3 all night.
2.
So it's just
Only
on 3.
3?
That's freaky because the one upstairs is on 3.
Mocking of the Trinity too.
Oh my god!
That's fucking weird. It's only doing it on 3.
Hey!
No, that one's doing it. It's on 3?
Yeah.
Only on 3.
I'm telling you, it's something normal.
Yeah, it's gotta be EMF.
Switch it to 2. I think I'm on 2 right now. Doesn't make sense. They should still be doing it.
Yeah, it's just the frequency. Maybe
it's
a tower close that, it's picking up a signal, and whatever's in between there is causing a interference.
It seemed to be a natural phenomenon because we could recreate it on every walkie-talkie while on Channel 3. Another source of EMF could be the cause. While on break, Joe went outside to retrieve some items from the car. Then as he entered the house, he had his own experience.
The new iPhone is actually going to have an SOS camera built into it entirely.
What the fuck was in here?
What do you mean what the fuck was in there?
Dude, I swear to God, I thought one of you guys were in here.
No.
When I looked over, I thought it was you, Matt, that was in here.
You see someone in there?
Then I looked over, I seen Matt, and I thought maybe it was you, Eric. Yeah, I saw somebody in here.
Well,
like standing right over here.
I'm having a deja vu moment right now.
I thought I saw someone standing right there just now, but it's a tripod and a block maybe.
But it was right here.
Dude, I'm having a deja vu moment right now. It's weird. Because I remember you remember you in this situation right now.
Well, here, let's, if you're in here with us, can you give us another sign? Joe just saw you.
We ended our first night with a seance and Ouija board session. This is when I had another personal experience.
I couldn't take this seriously. What got cut out was we were all holding hands, and there were a few jokes made.
Literally,
It's like rumbling.
guys, I fucking felt something weird. I literally have tears right now.
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, what were you feeling?
So, for a second, when I closed my eyes, I just felt like something from above just went straight through my body, through my spine, and
This one time at a
I don't know
paranormal
how to explain it.
investigation.
It was. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, in my meditation, I saw something
It was
come
an
from above the
experiment.
house into the house, into the floor, and then it came up out of the floor. It's like 6 or 7 different things of it was very strange, but that same kind of experience with it coming down into the building.
Yeah,
It was just like white energy. It was like a white string energy. It was massive at first.
Yeah, I felt that pulse of but it came from above for me. It came from above and straight into me, through my spine to the ground, like through my body, straight to the ground.
That's weird. We've had a lot of correlating stuff happen. All right, keep focusing, y'all. Keep focusing.
Joe and Eric are the only ones that knew of Jason's warning. I had no prior knowledge and seemed to be the only one affected at this location. It is very rare for this to happen to me.
Goes to me. All right, we'll stop it right there, and we will definitely finish it on another live stream because I'm gonna go ahead and gonna do the same thing. And again, guys, if you guys can, if you want, you can donate to Jason's GoFundMe. Help him try to purchase the house. That would be awesome. Let me stop sharing here. All right, there we go. But we'll do this again. I'm not 1,000% sure when. Definitely soon. Definitely soon. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because I'm fat. And Fat Daddy wants food. So with that, guys, let me see. Are you going to go and eat now? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. So with that, guys, I'm going to end it here. Love you all. Thanks for the support. And again, if you guys can donate to the GoFundMe for Jason. And that's it, guys. Love you all. I think an awkward ending. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no. Doesn't have to be an awkward ending, actually. I think this is it. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. All right. I'm out of here. Later. Love yous all.